Hello, my name is Gary Mendoza, and I am the director of Peter and the Starcatcher, opening on January 19th at Slidell Theater. I highly encourage everybody to come see the show. The play, Peter and the Starcatcher, and it is a play. It's not a musical. It is classified as a play with music. That said, we have a piano player on stage the entire time. But the play, Peter and the Starcatcher, is a prequel to the Peter Pan story. It's an origin story, if you will, or one particular take on it. Everybody pretty much knows the story of Peter Pan, the boy that wouldn't grow up, and how he lives in Neverland, comes to England, befriends this Wendy, Michael John. And so the story, the Starcatcher in the play, is Wendy, Michael John's mother, Molly. And so Molly is the Starcatcher. She befriends Peter before he even becomes Peter. He's just a boy. He's an orphan boy. And you kind of get a lot of the backstory. It's a great version. It's a great part of the legacy that J.M. Barrie once created with the whole Peter Pan stories. I have an incredible group of people within the show playing a phenomenal variety of roles, from orphans to pirates to mermaids to crocodiles, and to British royalty, to sailors and seamen. It's a lot of fun. I think it's a very challenging thing for an actor to work on, and it's a lot of fun for them to play as well. Playing the boy / Peter Pan, David Stubbs, who's doing a tremendous job, and his two closest friends, Ted and Prentice, are Blakely Schaus as Prentice, Maya Wagamon as Ted. These three orphans, we kind of see how the Lost Boys are formed. And then the Starcatcher, phenomenally played by Sarah Faust, Molly Astor, who is this girl that has the same dreams that any boy would have, but being a girl in that time period isn't really truly allowed to fulfill them. But she does anyway, because girls cannot be held down. And her father, the brilliant Lord Astor, played with bizarre humor by Mr. Matthew Warranius. I'm not exactly sure how to say his last name, but he does an outstanding job. I keep saying that after everyone because they all do an outstanding job. And then you have Peter Pan's foil, his foe, Black Stash, a.k.a. the man that would become Captain Hook, brought to life with dastardly debonair style by Eric Generous. Then his right-hand man, more on that joke later once you see the show, Smee, the ever-lovable Smee, played by Cara Dufo, I believe. Again, outstanding job, and a master at the ukulele, I must add. And then we have, adding to the chaos is Lord Astor's jolly good friend, the great legendary Captain Robert Falcon Scott. Google it, find out who it is. And Captain Scott is the commander of this great, awesome sea vessel called the Wasp, the fastest ship in the Queen of England's fleet. God save her. Let's see. After Captain Scott, we have the other dreaded, horrible captain is Captain Bill Slank, played by Gary Gilmore, a real nasty, evil person. And one of the things I'm sitting here telling you these characters is I'm only giving you one of the characters that each of these play, because they all play a variety, and it's fabulous to watch. And part of Captain Slank's crew is the old sea dog Alf, played by Rick Sassnet, and he falls in love with Molly's Nana. Nana, if you know from the Peter Pan stories, is played by a dog, but in the prequel, a human, who would eventually give way to this fabulous German Shepherd. And so Mr. Matthew Price, yes, Mr. Matthew Price, plays the lovable Nana, Mrs. Bumbrake, and that there's chock full of jokes right in the name themselves. And again, see the show. You'll love every second of it. Let's see. Who am I forgetting? Rounding out, we have a cat / bird / voice / Tinkerbell. Ooh, wait, I said too much. Played by Mr. Trenton Gilmore. And again, wide variety of roles, just to kind of add a little bit more glitz and glamour to the cast. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. So, the show, like I said, is a prequel, origin story, everything that happened before what we know of as Peter Pan. So definitely come check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's highly imaginative. The only thing that you're required to be an audience member for this particular production is an imagination. Because if you don't have one of those, then what are you doing at a theater in the first place? But definitely come see the show. Come, be prepared to be blown away, because I promise you, you will be, because these actors and my fabulous musician, Miss Carol Klein, I wish, but no, and we have somebody a little bit better, Miss, what is it Carol Klein? Yeah, I am right, Carol Klein. Okay, never mind. So ignore me on that one. But she is phenomenal and just goes ahead and follows along the entire time. And the show, again, so much fun, so much energy. You'll have to see it more than once just to see how everything kind of works and start putting all the pieces together, because I promise you, you're probably going to miss something the first time, because what we've done straight out of my imagination, or out of my 8-year-old's imagination, is to go ahead and the show is basically like watching children play in a sandbox. And so it is that much energy, that much youth, that much vigor. It is playing at Slidell Little Theater, opening January 19th. It is Friday and Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, and Sunday afternoons at 2 p.m. You do not want to miss this. It's going to be some of the most fun that you've had at the theater all year, possibly ever, and you'll walk out with a whole newfound respect and belief in life, youth, and enjoyment. Thank you very much.